Well, it's a wee chilly cold Thursday morning. You said Sunday morning then. Thursday morning. Yeah. When I announced to delivery drivers that I were leaving, they were like, "Oh, no way, are you really?" And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, "Does that make you feel like more like a number that you've been replaced by someone else?" And I was kind of like, yeah, yeah. And like, there's times where, there's a lot of times where it's just like, I've not been valued for being, or being told that I've been doing good work. It was just like, you come in, you do it, you go out. There were some people that were like, "Oh gee, wow, yeah, you're doing well," and everything, like, "Whoa, gosh, yeah." And it makes you feel good. Do you know, it sounds stupid, but just somebody telling you that you're doing well, it proper kicks you up the arse and gives you a good feeling. Whereas like if you're doing a good job but no one tells you it, then you're kind of in that hanging balance of like, is it a good job or is it not a good job? It's like when I was wiping the bathroom ceiling yesterday. I was doing it for like about a full hour, and my dad walked in and he said, "Oh, you've done a good job." And I'm like, "Are you being sarcastic, or actually you're telling the truth?" And like, no, I'm telling the truth. I'm like, "God." But going back to the feeling like a number thing, somebody said, "Oh, you'll just feel like a number because someone's just replaced you like the day you've left." No, here's the question to that. Because when I came to Salterhebble McDonalds, I stayed for 4 years, which is quite a hard graft, and that's a hard graft of full time as well. 4 years of full time, and people are like, "Oh God, I've done more than that," and I'm like, some people can graft it. I just thought, fuck it, I've had enough. And yeah, I might go back to full time potentially in the near future. I might do, but at this point in time, I feel like doing part time. But the whole number thing, here's the thing. The person that came in that was being selected, like, "Oh yeah, you're the best person for the job, you're the best person for customer care," left within a day. Yeah. And I'm kind of like, left? I was like, what do you mean? Like, left for like an appointment or a holiday or whatever? Like, no, I mean like left for good. I'm like, one day. I'm like, what? And I didn't know whether to laugh or be like more curious. I was kind of in that balance of both. I was like, I've been here 4 years and someone lasted a day? And then that's when you say, like, when you hear, "You're fit for the job, you're the best person for this job," and then I'll kind of think about myself. I'm like, right, yeah. People were like, "Oh, you'll be replaceable." I'm like, yeah, about that. And I'm sure, no doubt, because the thing is, the turnover is quite high. I've just stayed a lot longer than I thought I was going to do. Yeah, sure, no doubt they'll get someone else in within the other people that are around at the McDonald's in Salterhebble. But here's my challenge to them. Stay more than 4 years and you have my gratitude. If you're in that position where it's like, "Nope, I can't knack it, it's been a day, it's been a week," I'm like, dude, or lady or whatever, you're like saying it's too hard after like a day or two, and I'm like, well, yeah, it is, but you can't just quit after a day. I mean, it's like me tomorrow. I've got my induction at Morrison's. If I'm like, "Oh, it's too hard, I'm gonna quit," I ain't gonna quit. Yeah, things are gonna get hard in the job scenario, but you can't just quit. And especially when you're brand new in that position, you can't just quit. you don't know your decision straight away. Oh, they've got two very big dogs. Just wait. What I am going to do, and I ain't done this in a while, is go up there. I ain't done it in quite a while where I've just done this little loop. It's literally just there is the path as well, that's the thing. Yeah, I woke up this morning feeling not too great. I've been coughing absolutely loads, and that's the thing. I kind of said to myself, like, I'll meet Ryan in Halifax, and I know it's cold, I know it's not the warmest of weather, and it could be warmer, but it isn't, but it isn't, what it is what it is. When I was in Huddersfield region, Denby Dale, etc., people were so happy to shut up! Sorry about that. Yeah, it's okay. Shut up, what's that? My dog's just like curdling into me like. I had a moment yesterday where I thought my phone was a bit knackered, so I was like, oh no, because I went to charge it up with my wireless and it just didn't charge. I was like, oh no, what's going on here? And then it said 2 hours 20 minutes to charge. I was like, it takes 40 minutes to charge. So that's the thing, the phones are getting affected slightly because of the cold. It might have just been a one-off, but well, what kind of makes it easier as well is because it's cold, walking off-road is a bit more easier. Because you know when it's just rock solid, when it's just really, really muddy, and you've just got to duck and weave wherever you go, you kind of don't have to do that off-road because the ground's so solid. You can kind of like just adjust to the ground and it's just a bit more easier. So yeah, I lasted 4 years and left. Someone lasted a day and left. That's funny. Well, no, well, it isn't. It's funny to me, but it's not funny to the person that thought it was a good idea. 4 years versus 1 day. And no doubt they'll find somebody, because that's how McDonald's works. They will find somebody that does that job role. But they better start finding somebody quick, because there's people on that dining area that are going to retire either this year or next year. So what are they going to do then? And the thing is, here's the problem. They'll hire people for like dining area, and then the majority of the time they're not on dining area anymore. It's not just a case of like, oh, dining area, just that. It's a case of like, oh, work kitchen, work dive, work drive-through, whatever. And then you kind of think to yourself, they're in, but they're not going to help you out. There's no point. It's like Burnley saying, oh, we need to hire a striker. We don't, by the way, but it's like if we do, and they're saying like, oh, congratulations, you can play striker for the first couple of bits, but then what we're going to do is we're going to put you on goalkeeper, then midfield and defence. And it's like, well, I don't play those positions. And it's like, well, that's what we want you to do. It's like McDonald's doing that. It's actually quite nice to be out. It's actually, do you know, oddly enough, it's not that cold either. I mean, to be fair, I have got skins on. Upper skins and a jumper. I've got my 800 Denier tights on, so that will help. For sure. And what also as well, because I've lost weight, they'll stay up on my waistline. Because the thing is, before, when I had a bit of weight on, the tights wouldn't stay on my waistline. But now, because I have lost the weight, they will stay on my waistline. I think I'm going to walk into Westphale. Be quite nice. And the thing is, not everywhere is icy and muddy. Everywhere's just quite nice. Right, I'm going to wrap the video up. Need to put the dog's leads on. Just stand here. I've got a can in my hand also, I've been drinking. Right. Thanks for watching for now. And goodbye.